Now we're gonna print on this shirt with this picture, right? And the color choices that we've decided, because it's gonna be white shirt, right?
Yep.
We've chosen black and green,
Yeah.
and in that picture it also says green skin on it.
Word.
Right?
That's something I didn't even talk about. So another thing about green, Jean had a limited, beautiful but limited palette, great paints and great colors. But look, the green goes only in certain places. And green skin, I think for him, it could be like, has to do with envy. Like if you might be talking about somebody who's green skinned, they could be envious or not. Maybe reptiles have green skin, dark
But
green
then he
skin.
crossed it out too, though. So it's like,
There it is. It says green skin and then it's crossed out.
yeah. So it's just a little. That's cool. So
And it says reptile mask, and that's crossed out. It says do not detach, do not, crossed out.
and then the crocodile's green, which is great because the crocodile is really the star of the show for me.
Yeah, it is. And I like the hybrid A-B, like type A, type B.
Right, I see
A, B, A and B as one.
That's cool with little stars around it.
And salt. I mean, he does do that a lot. He likes to tell
A lot
the
of
truth.
copyrights, man. He copyrighted Jeremy. He copyrighted Salt. He copyrighted Bleedy Gums. There's 3 copyrights on
That's
there.
true.
That's awesome. All right, so then we put it on the shirt. It's a one-of-one shirt, and then it's like basically job done. And we put this out to the world, and we say like, hey, like this was the vision, and we did our part in the vision, and then that's it. Job well done.
A period in time that happened for New York that's really kind of it's beneficial. If it didn't happen for New York, if Ray Kawabuki didn't come to New York and Soho at that time and start making beautiful shirts and put him on a concrete slab like that and minimalizing and beautifying the Brooks Brothers shirt. I mean, that's my cut on her. It's like she just took a Brooks Brothers and went, wow, make it beautiful.
I like the Brooks Brothers have
Variated
a good material. The Brooks Brothers.
That was the same. They were the top, kind of like, that was the crispy cotton, nice shirt the guys like who could afford clothes wore.
Got you. I don't really know a lot of these brands becoming a fashion
Maybe the guys
designer.
who,
like,
me too. And
but
what I
Brooks
was
Brothers
saying,
I've seen and I've felt it, and like you see, like I like Talbots for women sometimes. Brooks Brothers, I like them. I remember wearing Talbots while I was in a band on stage because it just felt so good.
Yeah.
And it's a woman's jacket, but
on the
it's so
stage
nice.
for sure, because you're a musician, you're gonna like it's a self-wicking almost.
Yeah,
It's
it was cool.
absorbable.
It's
It's feel
purple.
great. It feel nice.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, is there
So
anything
green
else?
skin. I mean, we can interpret green skin
Green
like
skin?
as to being apple pie and ice cream for envy.
I
Or
got
you
you.
could interpret
Color green.
about green skin that being like what reptiles are. Maybe someone's anemic and they need more sunlight, and so a green skin thing.
Vitamin D, man.
You want to glow, right, in life? You want to get like bright, and you want to get the bronze if you can. If you're olive skinned, you want to get it. What's olive? Green. Could be an olive or brown, but it's kind of
Sure.
green, right?
I hear you.
So there, the tones of green is olive. So back to what you're saying.
Yeah,
Black and green,
Yeah, black and green, and I'm just thinking like we do
red, black, and green. What's that? Africa, baby.
Where we do black and green, right? And it's like you got this. So there's only so many spots on the shirt, right? If we just talk about open real estate,
Yeah.
right? You got the front and you got the back, and those are parallels, right? Front
Yeah.
and the back. Then you have the sides, and they're also parallels, right? But the sides you only have from here to here.
Yeah.
It's not as big as the front and the back. And then you have the sleeves.
Right.
And you have this side of the sleeve, you have that side of the sleeve, and that's it. And then you have this area that sometimes doesn't get touched, and you can put little flavors up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I think about the color concept of like black and green, if we just keep it minimal, it's just 2 colors on a white shirt.
Just keep the white so fresh.
So you just
Like
black and
forest.
green, and then on the sleeves, I think it's just reverse. It's green over the white with highlights of black.
Yeah.
And then maybe a couple crocodiles up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do the crocodile separate and then the top separate, and just maybe just put them together and
The best thing is to make we're making one,
just one.
but in your mind, make 3.
I do like.
What do we
number
carpenter? What's the carpenter? Measure thrice, cut once.
3. I hear you.
So what Dave and I are talking about, right, we're sharing with you because most people don't get to hear these interior creative thoughts. That's what we're doing over the board when we're doing it, or when he's doing a screen or whatever. He's not going to talk to you about this, but we're going to tell you the truth is like when you're doing something like this, an homage to someone like Basquiat, we're going to think 3 times before we make it.
I got you. Really.
So that's
think
what we're
about
giving
it.
you. We're giving the homage. There's the truth here that both Dave and I are going to give.
Make sure that these decisions are correct. You order a shirt. You have this.
We're
picture,
talking once now about it, like he's saying, but that even having to talk about that shows you that we're going to break it down.
So make sure we do it right.
Break it down
And
right.
make sure that it hits right. Those pockets are tough. Printing over pockets are tough, but hopefully they're flat. And black is good because it makes it real strong. It's very easy to see.
You just said it. Inside if we lift the pocket flaps up, we could write green skin and then flap it back down so it's hidden.
You can put a little hidden
And
message
we lift
in
up
there.
the other one that says what? Do not detach.
Ooh.
Put it down. Or eros, like one of the eros under the other one. Oh, duality. Eros and crocodile or whatever. You know, I mean, they didn't write crocodile, but I'm saying to you, like,
I like the hidden
Eros.
things in there, like having a hidden
under
thing
the
in
pocket.
there.
We could use it for the script, for some of the words we could use under the pocket. That's the idea, I thought, maybe.
I'm thinking to, like, if anything, it should be to Jeremy, because that's what it is. It's really something that he gave you. So if it said like to Jeremy,
No,
and
now
there
you're
was like
killing
nothing
it.
in the
If
pocket,
one says to
nothing-
Jeremy underneath the flap, it's genius. That wasn't
To
even. I
Jeremy,
didn't even
just
think that.
underneath the
That's better
pocket.
than. It's way better than do not detach.
And if that's the only message too, you don't even have a second message, and just to Jeremy, and it's just like that's enough.
Power, give me one more.
Or maybe you put
That's
him,
what it is. You see what you
but I put his signature too, though.
word?
Because I think that's
No, put the
important.
Jean-Michel on the other
Yeah,
one.
on the other one, yeah.
To Jeremy Jean-Michel.
Yeah,
that's
that's big.
genius.
That's big
That's
right
why
there.
he's the boss.
It makes sense to me.
That's why he's the boss.
That makes sense to me. Well, that's awesome, man. I love the visualization. I appreciate the story, taking the time to sit down. Thank you.
Love and respect. Yo,
Yes, sir.
y'all know we're for real.
Yes, sir.
We are this for real, and it's not like money making. If you always want to help us in the future, you just keep rolling with Snow Milk, baby.
Word. Well, you know that art, man. You could sell it if you wanted to. So I feel like it's not about money, and I don't think it ever should be about money. I think it's like I'm just gonna end it on this one. This is
2 and 4 dedication. If I do sell it, I'm gonna get more money than I know what to do with.
I don't know. I hope
Go
that's,
look at
as
paintings
long
and
as you're
solid-
happy, man. I want you to be happy. You know, that's the most important thing.
I'd rather help you doing my artwork for Snow Milk than honestly, which I hope to do for y'all. But the bottom line is if you look truthfully on Basquiat, it's like this guy is so already deeply in the mind thinking, like the Brooklyn Museum show. Like kids were drawing on a pad in one of the back corner rooms.
I grew up drawing at the Brooklyn
kids.
Museum. Yeah,
Right.
that was me.
That was you. So when I would go see those shows, I'd see guys go in there and draw on the pad after a show. It's like, come on, man, this guy's such a great influencer. I mean, or even my experience in my life and like why I wanted to like make the art I did. If you met him at that time when I met him, we both did watercolors, and in the end of the watercolor, 2 hours later, it's a snake, and we just put teeth and eyes on it. It was a cobra, but for 3 hours on the table, we
You
kept
don't know
moving
what
the thing
fuck it
around.
is.
Didn't know what
Yeah.
it was
Until
know
you
what I
see it,
mean?
and you just like, oh, he's a little eyeball right there. Done.
So I collaborated with him, and you can find pieces. I did a piece that sold for like probably 800 grand in some auction. It was a giant crate, and I put all the bottle caps on it. I nailed hundreds of bottle caps on it, and enamel painted all around the bottle caps, and let him come in over and do all these collages and stuff on it. And that's it. So full. He didn't do much of that work on that piece at all, except for coming in and doing some oil stick on it and some telling me where to put to matte medium on some of his Xerox drawings. He said, put those there, put those there. And he came over and put some paint field over that. And then he goes, make sure it's all bottle caps so it looks like something that got slid down the street on the Bowery.
Gave you a little vision. You had to
I
do
was
the
like,
application
what
of
do
the
you mean?
vision.
He was like, pound a bunch of, like nail or screw a bunch of bottle caps into it, beer bottle caps, like hundreds of them, a couple hundred. And then turn it on the ground, the concrete floor, and then push it for a while, grind on the sidewalk.
So it looks really like beat
So
up.
it's ground up and raw dog, raw and gritty. You know, getting the aluminum to sparkle,
Gotcha.
and getting the colors to just the advertisement names to grind away a little bit.
Word.
And then he threw some enamel paint, and that was it. But that piece I'm saying to you, he did very little on. I did more of it. And that shit sold for hundreds of thousands.